What's happening, everybody? It's Anthony from The Daily Truth. Don't think that this is just a marketing message. It's a little bit more than that. So don't go, I don't own a business. There's no point in me listening. Just stick around for a second. And yes, I sound nasally. I feel just fine. But this area, complete here to here, not good. Like this video, share this video, do all said things with this video. It's like I've got like a clothespin on my nose. Anywho, so before I get started, tonight is the Wednesday night speaking class. Join me if you haven't already joined on one, or if you have and you want to come back and try it again. It's a little different than it was a year ago. It's a lot of fun. It's like Toastmasters on steroids. All you got to do is go to doubledownspeaking.com. Again, that's doubledownspeaking.com. We're going to have, I'm sure, our usual crew tonight, but we would love to have you. I'd love to have more. So join us. Simple as that. I've got the Failure Builds Character shirt on today. Here you go. We got a whole new line of fun, motivational stuff. All you got to do is head over to my Instagram at Anthony Michael Russo. Again, that's at Anthony Michael Russo. And the link is in the bio for that. The precision peptides for Make Wellness that just had their first big event, and they are growing incredibly quickly. And a lot of my friends have started taking them and seeing great results, just like I did. Quick flash of the bicep. There you go. That's the fit and work, and also using the focus now, which I have noticed a difference. I'll give my one anecdote as I try to get to the 2-minute mark to let people jump in. I've been taking the focus for about 5 or 6 days. I was on fire with the dad jokes this last weekend, and I can only attribute that to a whole new level of focus by taking the focus for Make Wellness. I feel like I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was killing it with dad jokes. Cash Kelly, what's happening? And by the way, it wasn't dad jokes that I was looking up on my phone. These were just coming to me. The wit was I can't say it was anything but the Make Wellness. Probably a false claim. Anyways, we're ready to kick the tires, light the fires. Rita, what's happening? Having my protein coffee. All right, so let's get into this. So I was inspired because I saw this video the other night. What was the guy? I don't even know the guy's name. He bumped into Andrew. I'm watching a video that had like 500 likes. It was not a huge video, not hugely viral, but this guy was like doing this massive intro for Andrew Tate. And again, you could like or not like Andrew Tate. I couldn't care less. But this guy did like what I do, like for the college football stuff, but way better. He was like a little dude, and like he was just crushing it. So I went to his page and I realized that he does a lot of fight intros, and it's what he does. And this has a point, because randomly, as I scroll through this guy's content that maybe had 10,000, 15,000 followers, and it looked like a very fun and cool life where he does a lot of the fight intros in Vegas and does these things, and he'll do spot intros for John Bones Jones, well known, it appears, in the UFC community. And when I say he goes ham, he goes ham. Cash, I will consider doing a dad joke show. But I was coming up with these on the fly on my own. Dad jokes are not lame, Casey. Leave me alone. You're not the boss of me. Why does it show that Casey's comment is showing at 9:49 p.m.? What kind of weird VPN are you on, Casey? Anyways, all right, so getting back into it. So I'm scrolling through this guy's stuff, and he's got these watches in one post that had a whopping like 70 likes, and there are these Oro watches, and I look at them, I'm like, if I was going to buy another watch, these are really cool, and they were automatic movement, only like $300, and I realized he had like a paid partnership with this company that he didn't probably make much of because he doesn't have a huge following. These were like kind of knockoff Cartier watches, but it did have a Swiss movement. And I was thinking in the realm of marketing, and I will get to how this relates to how we have conversations with people. But I'm thinking, how funny is it that they sponsored this guy by probably giving him a free watch? That's probably it, to get him to make a post and to get somebody like me that's never seen the watch before. And I may eventually buy one of these watches. Actually, if I were to buy another watch right now, I really liked one of the watches. It was like a Tiffany Cartier knockoff that had a good Swiss movement. So I was like, how funny is it that we think that some of these marketing tools that we use will not eventually work? And I'm looking at this and I'm like, it does work eventually, which makes me talk about the point that I made with marketing, that the average in 2022 amount of touches you have to do in order to get somebody's attention was on average 39 from a cold perspective of not knowing about your product. I looked it up now. and they talk about if you've got a warm lead or cold lead or mid-level lead. But from a cold perspective, it's 20 to 50 times somebody has to see your product, say like t-shirts or your business or your roofing company or whatever. They have to see it over and over again until they finally go, that's what I'm going to purchase. So then when I talk about having conversations with people, and the reason why sometimes we beat ourselves over the head to try to educate people, whether it's from politics or to why our opinion matters or to why we have different viewpoints on different things, and it doesn't have to even be about politics, is it takes a repeated amount of hearing the same thing said in a bunch of different ways with the same logic in order to actually start to shift people's mindset. So if you're having a discussion with your significant other, your child, your parents, whatever it is, we live in a society where we are bombarded with information. So in order to cut through the clutter of information, you have to continue to say the same things creatively to a point where all of a sudden one day it's going to click, whether it's for your product or whether it's for a conversation. So sometimes it seems like you're beating your head over a block of wood, but in all reality, this is how you start to change the human mind in a world full of clutter. You can't think that if you say something that is the smartest, most intelligent, most logical piece of data in history, that you're automatically going to take the person on the other side and make them understand why they should buy your product, why they should feel the same way you do, why they should do X, Y, different Z things. There's some people that are quick purchasers. I'm probably one of those. I see something, I usually will, if I really want it, I'll buy it in the first 10 times I see it, which sounds silly. 10 times is still a lot. But there's a lot of people out there that are going to be stuck in a word that, since Cash is watching, I'll use it when he used it the first time: cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance can be anything from politics to why a product is not good or why they don't want something and or not needed, and then break that cycle so that all of a sudden they start to go, maybe this is something that I need to look into. So that's my daily truth for today, is to realize, thank you for the share, Casey. What's up, Brad? A lot of people watching this morning, guys. So the truth is, in marketing and in life, the first time you tell somebody or show somebody something, it's not going to translate to a change in mind or a purchase or a sale. It's repeated over and over again, and consistency in messaging, creative messaging, where you get through to that person. And also when it's a one-on-one conversation and you're trying to alter the thought process of that human. And again, it also requires you being willing to listen. As somebody that teaches speaking class, and listening is the most important tool in order to A, know how to respond, and B, to actually maybe realize you might not be right, or your product might be inferior, or things that you might need to change in your marketing. You have to listen in order to know how to change, alter, and be more effective. That's what I got for you guys today. That's my message. So today, if you want to take a free speaking class, it is Wednesday. It's a fun workshop. I'm not even a class. It's a workshop. It is interactive. It is fun. I call it Toastmasters on steroids, or Speaking with Intention. 6 p.m. Central Time. Go to doubledownspeaking.com. It's a good time and a really great, fun little community. We're over halfway through on my 8-week course, where I'll be taking students, if you guys are interested in learning more about that. It's a full 8-week course to really get into your story, which I look forward to for the next set of people as well. Would love to talk to you more about that. Go to my Instagram at Anthony Michael Russo if you want to find out more about the bioprecision peptides with Make Wellness. You've got the link for Double Down Speaking there as well. What else is on there? Century H2O. You could check out the water filtration systems we use. Maybe that's why I'm stuffy. I have not been drinking my water because we're at the new house and I have to put I'm just going to keep making stuff up because I don't like the fact that I am not being superhuman right now, and it sounds like looking like this. All right, guys. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. I miss you too, Cash. Did you see the joke I made on the picture? I thought you and I were going to do couples photos, and no, you took it with champagne. Take it easy, guys. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. Don't turn your pets. Don't be a garbage human being. Also, Truth for 20% off on the shirts, which you can find also at that link on Instagram. For Century H2O, it is Russo10 for 10% off. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. Like I said, be kind to animals. Don't surrender your pets. Don't be garbage.